Today on Dr. Oz, caught on camera. We're going behind closed doors, exposing your hidden health habits from toilet texters.
Once I hear that thing, I have to answer.
I've got news for you. I do the same thing.
To hamper divers.
He is so busted.
To double dippers.
I have this thing I do with my fingers.
How your nasty habits could make your family sick. Coming up next on Dr. Oz.
Oh, it's exciting today. So, what do you do when you think no one else is watching? We all have hidden bad habits, and we all know, well, they can be embarrassing if others saw them. Got bad news today because we have been catching you guys on camera. I want you to take a look. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain, going behind closed doors to highlight your most heinous, horrendous, and unhealthy hidden habits. We're calling out all those people who can get a little gross when they think they're alone. I'm talking licking your plate clean just to make sure you got everything. Digging for gold when you think everyone is looking the other way. Or how about not washing your hands after going to the bathroom? You know who you are. Maybe you're a toenail biter, a pimple popper, a scratch and sniffer, or someone who doesn't mind a little something extra in the shower. Whatever your hidden health habit may be, I got one word for you. Busted! Come on, admit it. You know there are things that you all do that are not very healthy once in a while, so we decided to conduct our very own health bust. Your bad habits have been caught on camera. So who's the first to be busted? It's actually someone sitting in this audience. They are a toilet texter. Is it you? Could it be you up there? How about you over here? You want to find out? Yes! Take a look.
Dr. Oz, my friend Roxanne has a big hidden health habit. She is a toilet texter. This cannot be sanitary, so I'm going to go undercover and get some footage for you so that you could see what I'm talking about. In here in the bathroom, I sent her a text message at 3:22. My phone just vibrated. Didn't take her very long, did it? Well, I think I got her all busted, so enough of this part. Stay tuned.
Roxanne. What is so important about those texts that you cannot wait until you're done in the bathroom?
Well, it may be important, first of all, so I have to check no matter what I'm doing in the bathroom. You know, I just have to, answer the phone. Once I hear that thing, I have to answer.
No matter where you are?
No matter where I am.
What's the most awkward thing that's happened with that phone in the bathroom?
Falling in the toilet bowl.
Yeah. You're not alone at all. 75% of people take their phone to the bathroom, so you're not alone. I don't want you feeling badly about this, although we did catch you red-handed, which is sort of fun.
I'm sorry.
All right. Alicia, you can hold the mic if you want. So I'm just curious about how did you discover Roxanne had this bad habit?
Well, because I was the person on the phone she was talking to, and I guess she made mention that she was in the bathroom, but I really didn't think it was this much of a problem. So when, I thought about doing this, catching her.
The sting.
This sting, exactly, the operation.
Was it fun to do it, by the way?
It was very fun to do it, but let me tell you, when I realized how much she actually did it, the girl needs a support group or something. There has to be a meetup because this cannot be healthy. It can't be right.
Has Roxanne ever posted a selfie while
Yes!
You're kidding me.
She posts everything. I on the phone, text messaging, and selfies. She's out of control.
Anything to say about this, Roxanne?
Well, what I will have to say now is that we need the phone for everything.
Yep.
So, no matter where you are, it's like your life, you take it with you. So whenever I have to, I'll do it. And I'm not going to apologize for taking the phone wherever I go. I'll continue to do it.
I've got news for you. I do the same thing.
Okay.
Am I the only one here? Who else is guilty? Hands up. A lot of folks. 1 in 6 phones, unfortunately, because of this habit we've all adopted, actually has been shown to have fecal matter on it. And then what do you do with the phone? You hold it close to your head,
Yes.
and talk on it, right? You get your lips on it, all kinds of bad things happen. So if you absolutely have to tweet, text, or take selfies in the toilet, the one favor I do ask is you wipe the thing off with something that's clean.
Okay.
Can you do that for me?
Yes, I will.
You're blessed.
I will.
Nicely done, by the way.
Thank you very much.
All right, let's bust another bad habit. Someone here, listen carefully, is a hamper diver. I love that. Give them are those joyful cries or sorrowful cries? Joyful.
Joyful.
Joyful. You'll get her back later.
I will. I certainly will. I'm working on it from now.
All right, but yeah, that was actually relatively sane compared to what I'm going to talk about now, because I'm going to discuss hamper divers. Are there hamper divers here? You know what they are? They take the clothes out of the dirty laundry so they can wear it again because it wasn't quite dirty enough. Well, someone's spouse caught you on camera. Take a look.
Dr. Oz, my husband Keith has a very bad habit. He is a hamper diver. That means if it's in the hamper, it's still just fine, it's clean. He'll rummage through there, grab it out, usually smell it, and deem it okay to wear. I think it's kind of gross, so I'm gonna go undercover to try to catch him hamper diving and to show you exactly what I'm talking about. There he goes, he's looking at the hamper.
Have you seen my Boston sweatshirt or not? What are you talking about?
The one that was texting Elizabeth. Oh, yeah, it's probably in the hamper. We totally caught him. Did you guys see that? He is so busted.
So, Keith, I'm not going to get too close just in case. Is anything you're wearing right now a hamper dive device? Oh, the sweater?
Well, yeah. When I go to nice events, I usually just wear this, and I don't get sweaty. So this might be 2 or 3 times around. I can't say for sure. No, not 8 times around. No.
Now, what were you whispering to your beautiful wife over there?
I said I can't believe you. Are you kidding me here? Unbelievable.
So what's the big deal about letting that stuff just go through the wash one more time?
There's all these different levels of like laundry, and if I don't wear it long enough, then chances are I didn't sweat in it. If I work out and stuff, then it's it's a done deal because then it can kind of stand up on its own. But there's these slight levels that they hang it outside for a couple minutes. It's fine.
So in pursuing this story, I learned that you actually had developed some techniques like many men do to get around your wife's rules. Mm-hmm. So is it true that you're hiding your socks sometimes? Dirty socks.
I've been known to really jam them up in the toe of my shoe just to make sure that I can get enough wear out of them before they go.
Well, you actually have some evidence. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So you have some pictures, if you don't mind, narrate what we're about to look at. Here's some pictures from your home.
This is a bad habit he picked up from his dad. So he puts his socks all over our house so that I'll think that they're clean, like just a clean pair of socks hanging out in random non-sock places, but they're dirty. And gross. On my computer, on our kitchen table, our buffet, and the picture frames. He hides them behind the picture frames.
It's not a good place to hide them. So what do you have to say about this accusation, Keith?
I do what I can. We're pretty busy. When I get a chance to do the laundry, I do, and let it go. And when it's fully dirty.
Fully dirty. Well, you smell pretty good. I got to give that to you.
I appreciate it.
Here's the deal, guys. Dirty clothes, towels, they're teeming with dead skin cells, mold, bacteria, and viruses, which is not a problem unless you're wearing it. But if you're wearing it all day long and you're breathing that stuff in there, might take a chance. You can get allergic reactions if nothing else. So I think once it's in the hamper, it's gone. But I got an idea for you. I think, and this is for all the women out there, because I have this experience once in a while in my house too. You ought to have 2 hampers, one for the wet stuff, one for the dry stuff. Okay. That way you don't mix them together. If you go hamper diving, only dive in the dry hamper.
Right,
Fair enough?
Okay.
That makes sense.
It actually makes you so sporty. Nicely done. All right, don't go away. I got more bad health habits caught on camera when we come back. I'm going to talk about the health bust that's gone viral.
What bad habit do you want to break?
I really need to stop smoking. I'm tired of being a slave to a silly habit. I've set a plan, and I'm going to stick to it. Wish me luck. This is the year.
Share yours on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz. Next, more health busts of your bad habits caught on camera. Drinking straight from the carton, double dippers, and walking barefoot in the streets. Exposed and busted. Hidden bad habits that are harmful to your health. Coming up next. All new Oz. New uses for everyday things. Summer edition.
And the best part is, these great ideas are absolutely free, and they really work.
Deodorant as nail polish remover.
This one I've got to see.
Watermelon to prevent wrinkles.
I think you should try it.
A new twist for flip-flops. And how tea can make your toes smell better.
It works.
All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Welcome back to my health bust. Now, your bad habits have been caught on camera. Today we learned about Roxanne. She actually texts in the toilet. And Keith, he's a hamper diver. He goes in there for dirty clothes. Nobody is safe. In fact, one bad health habit has gone viral. Hundreds of thousands of you are sharing it. But before I get to that one, I'm busting the backwash bandit. She drinks milk straight from the carton and is a serial double dipper. Does that sound like one of you guys out there? Yeah, I see some heads going up and down. Take a look.
Dr. Oz, my mother Nancy is a backwash bandit, drinking my almond milk from the container, licking her fingers, double dipping. No one wants to see this anymore. So I think we go undercover and we catch her in the act once and for all. Did you see that? Drinking the almond milk right from the container. That's my almond milk. We laid some dip out on the table, and she was just going to town a couple minutes ago. So let's go catch the rarest creature in all of Jersey. I just can't believe she was touching the bread, licking her fingers, double dipping the whole time while other people are around trying to enjoy the food. This has got to stop.
Oh my goodness. What a pleasure. You are going to kill him, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
As much as you love him and you brought him
I
to this
love him to death, but it just tastes so much better coming out of the carton. It does. I hate pouring it in the glass, and I know I should, but oh, you're so in trouble.
Yes, he is. How about the double dipping? What's the big problem?
I can't help it. I have this thing I do with my fingers, and it kind of just does it, and then I'm like, and then it goes back.
Yes.
I can't explain it. Yeah,
Like the alien took over your hand.
It's horrible.
What were you saying? What do you call it?
Spirit fingers.
Spirit fingers?
Yeah. You know, I noticed even a while ago, she would grab a piece of chocolate, bite it, and put it back. And it wasn't until like doing this that, you know, I realized, oh my gosh, she's doing this all the time. I gotta, you know, so this worked out perfectly.
Have you ever confronted her about this stuff? Before today, obviously.
You know, a couple times, like, come on, like, what are you doing? I'm gonna have to go buy a new one of those now.
Like, whatever, I just wipe off the top, no big deal.
No big deal.
I gotta say, I'm very impressed you drink almond milk.
Yes.
Who brought it into the house, your son or you?
I was kind of bold.
Both of us, yeah.
Here's the deal. There's no real danger to you, of double dipping or drinking from the bottle. But there is danger for the family. Because, you know, the fridge is not cold enough actually to keep bacteria from growing inside of milk, which is a nice culture medium.
Oopsie.
So I've got an idea for you. It's really fun to drink out of the bottle, isn't it? Saves a step, you don't get anything dirty. So I got a little present for you. I want you to use it though. I've got your own little bottle, okay? It's the Stop Nancy's Milk. And notice the warning sign, everybody over here. See the warning sign? See what it says over there? It says, this may contain backwash.
Oh.
All right.
Dr. Oz, thank you.
Pour some of his milk into here and enjoy yourself.
Please, please.
Oh,
Please.
thank you, doctor. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for playing for us. All right, now, I got a bad habit bust that's become a viral sensation, and it's walking your dogs naked in public. Yeah, not those dogs, these dogs. I'm talking about walking barefoot. Hundreds of thousands of you have viewed, liked, or posted photos of this bad health habit from celebs like Britney Spears. Here she is going into a gas station bathroom barefoot. And there's Lady Gaga, Zoe Saldana. They're walking barefoot in the street. See over there? There they going. There they going, having a good time. We even scoured Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter and found that you all are guilty as well. You're barefoot bike riding. You went shoeless on graduation day. It is freeing. Look at this guy. He's barefoot in the snow, which I got to say is a bit more sanitary, although it looks pretty cold. So audience, who here will admit going barefoot outside all the time? Thoughts? None of our current offenders? How are you?
I'm okay.
So what do you do barefoot?
Oh, I go to the corner store.
You go to the store?
Yeah.
You walk on city streets barefooted?
Yeah.
Not worried at all?
No.
Oh, look at the people around you. Look at their faces. They're worried. They're sort of moving away from you. Who else walks around barefoot? Well, way up there. You're too far. Here's one. Where do you go barefoot?
When I have to run out to throw out the garbage real quick.
You throw out the garbage with bare feet?
Yeah.
What if the garbage is dripping on your feet?
Well, no, I don't let that happen.
No, of course not.
No.
But if somehow garbage had dripped out of the garbage cans and you didn't know about it, you could step in that stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess
Here's the
you're
deal.
right.
I'm sure it's everybody. Basically, the rule of thumb is if you're walking outside barefoot, you could get fungi on your feet. That's a concern. It causes athlete's foot. If you've got small cuts on your feet, that could be a place where little viruses can get in there. They cause plantar's warts. Have you seen a picture of this thing before? Look at this. This is a plantar's wart. Ooh. Some of you have it right now, and it's so irritating. You get infections there as well. So listen carefully. Here's the rule of thumb. If you can lick it, you can walk on it. I wouldn't lick where the garbage is. And I wouldn't lick my way to the corner store. So I think just keep those in mind. And at bare minimum, wear some sandals. It's an easy little halfway step. Now, I posted lots of these bad habits, because there's so many of them, on DrOz.com. If you want to break them, check it out. We'll be right back.
Coming up next, America's Got Talent star Nick Cannon discusses his life-threatening illness.
It was tough for the doctors to diagnose what was really going on.
And the breakup everyone's talking about.
How do you cope with that?
Coming up next. All new Oz. New uses for everyday things. Summer edition.
And the best part of this, these great ideas are absolutely free, and they really work.
Deodorant as nail polish remover.
This one I've got to see.
Watermelon to prevent wrinkles.
I think you should try it.
A new twist for flip-flops, and how tea can make your toes smell better.
It works.
All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
You never know when watching him host America's Got Talent, but Nick Cannon is facing a very real battle with an autoimmune disease that affects more than 5 million people. Today, he's coming forward, telling us how he's taking control of his health in the face of a serious diagnosis and personal stress. Take a look. From TV host, actor, and producer to network executive at Nickelodeon, Nick Cannon is no stranger to the spotlight. Even as his highly publicized split from Mariah Carey remains in the headlines, the multi-talented entertainer and father of twins is focused on his health after a very unexpected diagnosis.
I wake up in the hospital with a bunch of doctors telling me I have kidney failure.
Nick would later be diagnosed with lupus, which was affecting his kidneys. In his web series, Incredible Health Hustle, he documents his journey, which began 2 years ago while on vacation.
I was with my family in the snow, playing, having a good time. All of a sudden, I start swelling up, having shortness of breath, excruciating pain in my right side.
After being treated and released, just 1 month later, Nick was once again in pain and back in the hospital with a much more serious condition.
They found 2 blood clots in my lungs.
With his health on the line, Nick got serious. He cut back on his work schedule, followed a strict diet, and pushed himself to make his health a priority.
I'm eating the right things, I'm doing all the proper exercises, and I feel just energized like I've never felt before.
Nick Cannon is a fighter, and he is here. Please come on out, Nick. Thank you so much for making the trip.
Thank you.
You dressed very nicely today.
Well, so are you.
Let's talk a little bit about lupus.
Sure.
When you were first diagnosed with having kidneys that were falling apart on you.
Right.
You said you were scared. How are you feeling now?
Oh, I'm feeling great now. I mean, keeping my health in tip-top shape. The doctor says I got a clean bill of health. But it was because it was a little scary just in the fact because I didn't know anything about it. And, you know, it was tough for the doctors to diagnose what was really going on and the condition. So to go from not knowing what was the matter to then, you know, being diagnosed with the condition that I didn't know anything about, you know. So once I got, you know, the opportunity to learn more and do the research and understand that this is something that, you know, I can live with and kind of, if I'm doing the proper things, can successfully overcome. So I'm at that state now because now it's time to spread the message and turn my test into a testimony.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I can take that.
Yeah, that's all you. You can use that.
It is hard to diagnose lupus sometimes. What happened in your case? How did they figure it out?
Extremely. At first, you know, it started, first they thought, you know, because I was, you know, in the mountains, they thought, oh, he's dehydrated. It could be, you know, the whole thing of the, you know, elevation. And then it said, no, maybe it's just a kidney infection. And they're like, all right, well, maybe it's something a little bit more serious. And then once they realized that, you know, my kidneys weren't functioning properly, then they had to do the biopsy and understand why my kidneys weren't functioning, and then they saw that my immune system was actually attacking my kidneys. And then from there they realized it was lupus nephritis. And from, you know, then once they knew what it was, it's like, okay, we know what to do to fix it.
So lupus is an autoimmune disease.
Yes.
We all know that. And it does tend to affect kidneys. Have you ever seen kidneys?
Not up close and personal, but you got a few over there hanging out?
I do. This is a Dr. Oz show. I mean, here are your purple gloves.
Right.
I actually thought they'd match your outfit.
They did perfectly.
Yes,
Thank you for that.
It's very kind of you.
The lupus colors too.
Yes, they are. So kidneys are magical. I mean, they're supposed to filter all the fluid out. And they look like this normally.
Ooh.
So this is the big tube.
I might need some of those in a couple of years.
Yeah. I hope not. But that's obviously sometimes what happens in lupus is all the blood that goes to the kidneys so they can filter, sometimes does this to your kidneys.
Yeah.
So this is the kidney. I'll hold them right here. This is a kidney of somebody who's had kidney failure.
Right.
You go ahead and hold that. And just you can feel a normal kidney. And just describe that to everybody.
Oh, it feels like wet potatoes.
Yeah. It's not bad. It's not bad. A mushy potato.
Yeah.
Never been described that way before, but pretty accurate.
And this was more like beef jerky.
Yeah. So you look at a kidney that's been damaged, you notice that all these little inside parts have been ripped away. And what ends up happening with lupus is the immune system attacks the body.
Right.
And sometimes the immune system just attacks the kidneys themselves.
Right, right.
And it's scary. And that's one of the reasons treating it aggressively has to be part of, number one on your hit parade. It also causes swelling. Did you get a lot of swelling?
Oh man, yeah, tons. It was edema, I believe is what it's called. And it was just because the fluid in my body, and it swelled up all through my legs, all over the place. And that then is what I was told was causing my blood clots. Because of so much swelling and not functioning, the fluid not functioning properly created clots that went all the way to my lungs and my heart.
Those are really dangerous.
Yes, pulmonary embolisms.
You're going to get your MD degree by the time you're done with this. You can take your gloves off. So let's talk about how you're going to recover from all this. These are a couple of different problems. They sometimes begin to snowball on you. What's been the hardest part of changing your life? I know you're a big fast food fan.
I was a big fast food fan.
Past tense.
Yeah, because this condition happened in 2012, and I had to go on a strict renal diet, because of my kidneys. So that meant no sodium. That meant certain kind of vegetables. I couldn't have a lot of vitamin K. So it was really strategic. Obviously lots of water, but the thing was like no processed foods.
No Happy Meals?
Which means no Happy Meals, anything. And I've been dealing with it. I haven't had fast food since 2012, so I'm doing pretty
Have you really?
Yeah.
There we are. So besides food, what else are you doing?
Food, lots of water, lots of exercise. I work out.
You sleeping well?
Ooh, that is, how do you see, he's a doctor.
I'm looking at you. I'm examining you.
No, that was probably one of the main things. I had to get as much rest as possible because part of the condition, the reason why my body broke down is because I wasn't getting enough rest, wasn't getting enough sleep. I would go, maybe 2 hours of sleep sometimes. Sometimes I would stay awake for a week at a time just based off of my schedule.
For a week at a time?
Yeah, just the traveling and everything. So clearly, my doctor demanded that I get at least 6 hours of sleep.
Are you doing that?
Yes.
With the shifty eyes.
No, I'm really trying. I mean, 4, but definitely at 6 is a solid night. And then, of course, if I could get more than that, I do. But
and you're doing all the preventive things. You got your flu shot. You're actually a paid spokesperson for Theraflu.
Yes, it's really cool. I partner with Theraflu because they're doing good things. Not only are they getting everybody flu ready with all the information and encouraging people for the vaccination, but the idea is that they're helping the community by giving back to Families Fighting Flu, a nonprofit organization. They're raising over $100,000 for them and for the people who are less fortunate who can't get flu ready by themselves. So I thought anytime we can spread the message and do well, health and wellness is something that I'm an advocate for. So I just try to get out there and just make sure everyone's doing it.
So let me talk about stress for a second.
Sure.
Stress is a big part of coping with lupus. It's a big part of coping with life.
Yeah.
You've gone through a pretty public breakup with Mariah Carey.
Right. You know what that is? To me, it's like no one likes to talk about their personal life in public, especially when you're dealing with something like this. But what you got to understand is, I understand that this is what we signed up for. So I try to, remain as classy and as respectable and, trying to be the best human being I could possibly be through this entire process. And, sometimes if the media wants to harbor on those type of things, you don't let it stress you out because, people are going to talk. And I was taught a long time ago, what other people think about me is none of my business.
You're absolutely right.
So I'm stay focused.
You've always been a classy guy, and I'm not actually worried about what the media says about you. I'm actually talking about you personally. Going through any kind of separation from someone you love,
right,
is stressful. How do you cope with that?
The beautiful thing is that we're still family, man. At the end of the day, we have 2 beautiful children, and we do what's best for our kids, and it's not, you're in that person's life forever. So I don't see it as a breakup. I just see it as like it's a transition in life, and we continue to move in the right direction.
How do you keep the home calm for the kids?
Oh man, my kids they keep the home calm. They're the most beautiful thing. I mean, when you have, my kids rock and roll, they're 3.5. So it's like to have twins, and it's just like, and whenever they're around, everybody's smiling, everybody's having a good time. So we focus on them, and just kind of when you can live life through their eyes and everything's so pure and innocent, that's what life is all about.
You had some physical pain through this, unfortunately, because you've got this big tattoo. Can I just show us everybody? I didn't realize how big this thing was, but
and now I have
we took a picture of it. See, that's
bigger tattoo.
So here's how you're covering it up. Now, what is this like?
Where'd you get these pictures from? It's not finished yet. You know what? It's not done. It looks different than that now. It's actually, even other than the whole personal stuff, I just kind of fell in love with tattooing, and now I have a whole sleeve in my back. So when it's ready, it will be revealed, and you will see it's a work of art, Dr.
Will you
Oz.
come back so I see it?
Yes, absolutely. I'll hook it up for you.
Before you go, I want to ask something that's been a sensitive topic. Amanda Bynes is your co-star. She's been criticized in the wrong word. People have been making fun of her because of her mental illness.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to those folks?
Oh man, I mean, this is such a beautiful young lady inside and out. I mean, I've known her since she was 9 years old, and I consider her someone like close as family. So when you see someone going through something, a mental condition or any kind of condition, I mean, being someone who's had, health issues in the public and stuff, it saddens me to see people make fun of it, because nobody would make fun of my lupus, or nobody would make fun of someone else's condition, but because someone's acting a certain way because they don't have control over their mental capacity at the time, it really saddens me. So I had, I usually don't want to speak out on others' business a lot, but I had to step up and say, hey, take note, if this was someone in your family, if this was someone in a mental institution, you wouldn't poke fun and crack jokes or put cameras all in their face. But because she's a public figure, we choose to do that. It really saddened me. So I wanted to step up and be, that rock and that foundation for her. And whenever she needed it, I was like, hey, call me, I'm here, whatever you need.
It's a good reminder, always pick it on someone about it. I know this is never funny. I don't care what the excuse is. I have thoroughly enjoyed getting to know you.
Such a pleasure. Thank you.
We'll be right back.
What step will you take to make your day a little bit healthier?
I'm going to drink water. I'm a big soda drinker, and even though I enjoy it, I know it's not good for me. Water from here on out.
Dr. Oz wants to hear about your healthy steps. Tell him with #OzStep. Next, you may be buying foods that are wreaking havoc on your health and not even know it. We're breaking down your shopping list to find the 3 most common foods that can cause inflammation in your body. The surprising results are coming up next. All new Oz. New you juices for everyday things. Summer edition.
And the best part is, these great ideas are absolutely free, and they really work.
Deodorant as nail polish remover.
This one I've got to see.
Watermelon to prevent wrinkles.
I think you should try it.
A new twist for flip-flops, and how tea can make your toes smell better.
It works.
All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
Let's face it, your grandmother knew best. What would she say? She'd say, if you want to fight disease, start with food. But it turns out it has to be the right food. So today I've got 3 foods wreaking havoc on your health that you don't know about. Christy's here. She says she's worried she's making the wrong choices when it comes to food. So Christy, what is this that's concerning you the most?
Well, Dr. Oz, I try to eat healthy, or at least I think I'm eating healthy. But when it comes to grocery shopping, I'm a creature of habit, and I buy the same things over and over. So now I'm starting to question if they're healthy for me or are they hurting me?
So it turns out it all comes down to inflammation. No one's immune to it. And sometimes foods affect us in ways we never would have predicted. But some of these foods have a huge impact on your health that actually are predictable. So I'm going to walk you through and show you what I mean and what concerns me about some of the foods that have become routine in the American diet. So let's say you're wandering through life here. That's you, nice and svelte. You look at all these healthy foods you have options for, the broccoli, the salads, the fruits and all. You put these into your body, put them all in there, and what happens? Your body easily processes them because they're normal, healthy foods for you. Like Grandma said, you want those foods. But there's some foods, like foods with trans fats in them, you know, the popcorns, the chips, the hot dogs, you know, these processed foods don't agree with your body. Your immune system thinks it's being attacked. It gets overwhelmed. And so it starts to create inflammation, redness all over. And that, when you're doing that a lot, sends an alarm throughout the system. And that high alert that the body now feels and senses begins to influence you. And if you're doing it all the time, it starts to cause diseases like heart disease. Right? And it causes cancers, and it causes Alzheimer's, and frankly, a ton of other big-time problems we face in America, all because of the foods we're eating. So I actually took the liberty of going through your shopping list.
Okay.
I hope that's okay.
That is good.
So we're going to talk about what you put on your list, and maybe I'll offer some replacements, because I know you're going to probably panic when I tell you about some of these. So everyone in the audience, you can be part of this conversation. We're going to go through a couple options. You tell me which is the most inflammatory. Christy, you take the lead.
Okay.
All right. Is it the vinegar I found on your list? Is it the mustard, or is it the cream cheese? Audience is almost always right, Christy.
Cream cheese.
Very well done, cream cheese. And you're right. Listen, cream cheese has lots of saturated fats. We know those saturated fats feed the fire. That's why we talk about the healthier fats all the time. Okay. So when you know that, you probably predicted that, didn't you?
I thought it was mustard, but that's
you did?
just me.
Why'd you? Oh, because it's hot.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
That's actually not an unreasonable thought. I wouldn't have guessed it personally, but I get it.
I know.
All right. Are you worried about the amount of cream cheese that you're having in your life?
I do like cream cheese and bagels.
Everyone likes cream cheese and bagels.
I know.
That's
Is that bad?
Well, it's not ideal, as you can tell. Here's my solution from you on. Instead of the cream cheese and bagels, which I know you love, because so does everybody else,
yes.
I want you to try cottage cheese on spelt bread.
Okay.
You know what? Go ahead and taste this.
Okay.
I want an honest opinion from you.
Okay.
But here's the deal. Cottage cheese is low fat. You can get it low fat anyway. Get that. So it's very low in saturated fats. But it gives you that creamy texture. And the spelt bread actually replaces the bagel with the high fiber alternative.
I like that.
You'd swap it out for breakfast?
I sure would.
Oh, I like this. I like it already. Come on over here. The next 3 items on Christy's grocery list, very common items that you can find in many of your grocery lists as well. They were frozen dinners, frozen mixed berries, and frozen yogurt. What do you think, Christy?
Frozen dinners.
Frozen dinners. They must be bad, right? Because they're
they
processed?
They have to be bad. They're processed food.
Everyone thinks she's right? No, there's a lot of mumbling out there. Here's the answer. It's frozen yogurt.
What?
Yeah. The frozen yogurt's got a couple things wrong with it. One of them, by the way, is if it has milk proteins that inflame your body, and this is very common for a lot of folks, you'll actually feel a little bloated. You'll get diarrhea and all kinds of bad stuff we don't want to talk about right now, right? And sometimes it will cause even outward symptoms like itchiness and redness on your skin. Really? There's also sweeteners in it.
Ah.
A lot of times. That's how they make it, palatable for a lot of folks. Here's your replacement.
I was going to say, what can I replace it with?
You can have almond milk frozen dessert. You're not giving up anything. All right, almond milk, here, please taste this.
Yes.
Almond milk has got the creamy texture of regular ice cream. Mm-hmm. You can add more berries as you desire, but you're going to make sure it doesn't contain fructose. Because
no fructose?
No fructose. You don't want to have fake sugars in this. You want to have the real stuff. That way your body can tolerate it. And you can even add extra berries if you want a super low fat solution.
Okay.
All right?
That was good.
That's good, isn't it?
That is really
All right,
good.
come on over here. Let's go to the last item. This is a very important one. This is the hardest question of all, everybody. On the grocery list, you had 3 things. You had
Okay.
stevia, you had agave, you had ginger.
Okay.
3 foods. Which do you think is the most inflammatory? She's looking for help, audience.
Agave?
They are so smart.
Are they smart?
Yeah, they are. It is agave. Agave has the fructose that I spoke about earlier. Listen, I used to tell you to try agave, and I don't think it's the worst thing in the world, but because it has, there's the sweeteners in there similar to what you have with corn syrup, I don't think it's the best thing for you. I think ideally, you avoid it because it derails your diet, because it doesn't send back the right hunger signals. Instead, you're gonna love this, cinnamon. You don't want to taste this, or else you'll be on YouTube in a challenge. But
And a spoonful?
A spoonful, right. But cinnamon, you can use it on morning yogurt. You can use it on your coffee. It's a very nice way of giving it a sweet-like taste, but actually helps your blood sugar, and that doesn't hurt your blood sugar. So you can replace it, and you'll probably be able to cure your sweet tooth with that.
I have a sweet tooth.
You think that might help?
I think, yes, I need to eat more cinnamon.
That's a little present for joining us. Thank you very much, Christy. We'll be right back.
When reading labels, is there a certain ingredient that you stay away from?
Aspartame. I used to eat it almost every day. Then I did a little research on the side effects. From that day on, it was out of my diet for good.
Share your story on Facebook.com/Dr. Oz. Next, confused by what you need to take every day to keep you healthy? We're breaking down what all women need to have in their medicine cabinet. From aiding digestion to preventing heart attacks, the 3 essential pills to make part of your daily routine. Next.
Today I'm revealing the 3 pills women need in their medicine cabinet. Here to help me reveal them on behalf of our sponsorship partner Walmart is pharmacist Candace Osborne. By the way, I just found out Candace's parents call her Dr. Oz, Osborne Oz. I like that. I'm very proud of that.
Thank you.
So how did you pick the 3 medications we ought to have in our medicine cabinet?
Well, these 3 products, if taken daily, can help women lead to their overall goal, is to be healthy. What woman doesn't want to be healthy? I think these products can definitely help.
All right, let's start with the first one, probiotics. And I'd love to hear your arguments. Why do you think it's so critical? Why does it make a top 3?
Probiotics are really important because about 70% of your immune system is located within your digestive tract. Probiotics are that good bacteria that you want. Within your normal digestive system are already natural digestive enzymes. So taking a probiotic, for example, the True Biotics from 1 a day is great because it'll help increase your digestive health as well as your immune health.
Let me show everybody why probiotics are so important in general. So the normal gut has a balance in there. We're supposed to have balance in our life. We have good bacteria, we have bad bacteria. There's our belly, and no matter what's happening, no matter what weight we are, we want that balance to be intact. We got the bad guys here and the good guys, the green ones over here. But sometimes, because of an illness or your bad diet or medications, the bad bacteria, they take over. See how scared the good guys are? Because they're getting beaten back. We're supposed to have the good guys defending us. They can't do it. We have too many bad bacteria. So what do you get? Upset stomach, gas, bloating. Life's not good. There's a fire going on in your belly, and that's not what you want to have. So this is where probiotics come in. These are good bacteria to the rescue. They come in there, and they push back, literally protecting our intestines from the bad guys. The bad guys are still there, but the good guys do a good job protecting us, and they restore balance in the gut, which is what makes us feel healthy again. So Candace, in order to achieve this, how long do folks have to take probiotics?
I'd say take them daily. Try to take them for at least 2 weeks to begin with. You'll start seeing some improvement, but continue to take them as well.
All right, let's move on to the second cabinet in the medicine cabinet. This is a multivitamin. Explain, if you can, why you put this in your top 3.
Well, about 90% of people do not get enough nutrients in their daily, everyday food. So multivitamins are great because they can narrow that gap. What I would say is that for women, 1 a day specifically is made for women and is a great multivitamin.
So here's a story. Most of us think we're eating right. But even if we think we're eating right, this actually is sort of what we're like. All these key vitamins are there, and they're not quite at the levels. You want to have topped-off vitamins. You don't want to have to fight a battle uphill by not having the right amount. So in order to bring all your vitamins where they need to be, even if some of them are close to normal, many others aren't, you take a multivitamin. That's what this is. And then if you do that, you ensure that you'll have 100% of everything. You know what? Get a little extra. It doesn't matter to me that much, but at least get up to the full dose. And do this across the board very simply by taking the multivitamin pill. Now, I don't know if you all think about it this way, but I think it's a fantastic insurance policy. And what I often tell viewers is cut it in half. And take half in the morning, half in the evening. Do you do that?
Totally agree.
Okay, the third pill that women need to take in the medicine cabinet is low-dose aspirin. I'm so happy you put this on your list.
Thank you.
Please explain it to everybody.
Usually, cardiovascular disease is the #1 leading cause of death in the United States. If you're a woman and you're at risk, what you want to do is think about taking a low-dose aspirin. Sometimes that can help to lower the risk of having any kind of subsequent heart attacks. But always make sure, talk to your doctor before taking any kind of aspirin therapy, and make sure it's right for you.
I really enjoyed having Dr. Oz on the Dr. Oz Show.
Thank you, Dr.
very
Oz. I
much.
appreciate it.
All season long, the Dr. Oz Show and Walmart are teaming up to bring healthy back. Beginning tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, go to DrOz.com to be one of the first to receive one of 3,000 coupons for one of these 3 Bear products. The audience, you're all going home with these 3 Bear products, compliments of Bear. Thanks to our sponsorship partner, Walmart. We'll be right back.
All new Oz. New uses for everyday things. Summer edition.
And the best part of this, these great ideas are absolutely free and they really work.
Deodorant as nail polish remover.
This one I've got to see.
Watermelon to prevent wrinkles.
I think you should try it.
A new twist for flip-flops and how tea can make your toes smell better.
It works.
All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow. All new Oz. New uses for everyday things. Summer edition.
And the best part of this, these great ideas are absolutely free and they really work.
Deodorant as nail polish remover.
This one I've got to see.
Watermelon to prevent wrinkles.
I think you should try it.
A new twist for flip-flops and how tea can make your toes smell better.
It works.
All new Oz. That's coming up tomorrow.
I saw this incredible clip from the new film Days of Our Youth that I absolutely have to have you see. Take a look.
Ooh, I'm getting nervous. Let's stop this one. Stopping.
I have goosebumps watching that now. Most people think that people who do extreme sports are just adrenaline junkies. How many of you would do that, by the way? Yeah, it's like an IQ test, isn't it? There's no way. But some psychologists now argue that extreme sports is really all about conquering your fears. So I want everyone to pick one fear that they're ready to conquer this year. It doesn't have to be skiing off a cliff. Just pick something that's fearful to you, like going to the gym. How about going to the dentist? Jump off your own cliff this year, and you'll be glad you did. Now it's time for In Case You Missed It. I've got some brand new summer workouts on my website, DrOz.com. Check them out today. Finally, let me close with a warning. I want you to be careful about what you buy online, especially weight loss pills. There's some dubious people online that prey on folks like you who are trying to do the right things for your health. Sometimes they even make it seem like I'm endorsing the product that they're selling to you, but I don't. To see a full list of our trusted sponsorship partners, you can go to DrOz.com, and I'll see you next time.